All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about a challenge that, if you're a CIO in the financial world, probably keeps you up at night. And that is, how on earth do you innovate like a fintech when you're managing the massive complexity of a legacy core system? Well, we're going to explore a really powerful solution to that problem, called the product factory. So let's just start with the big question, the elephant in the room. Does it feel like your legacy core is holding innovation hostage? Like every great new product idea, every quick response to a competitor just gets stuck, bogged down in these painfully long development cycles, all because your core systems just weren't built for the speed of today. You're not alone in feeling this, believe me. It's a huge issue across the industry, and we call it the innovation bottleneck. It's that frustrating gap between what your business wants to do, what the market is demanding, and what your technology can actually deliver. And the symptoms, well, they probably look pretty familiar, right? Product launches that just drag on for 6, maybe 8 months, sometimes even longer. A seemingly tiny change, like an interest rate tweak, turns into a massive IT project with endless testing. And that constant struggle to create and price attractive product bundles, it's a real headache. The root cause is almost always the same. Your key product logic is hard-coded, buried deep inside these rigid systems that are just a nightmare to change. So how do we break this cycle? How do we smash that bottleneck? Well, the answer isn't just another patch or some clever workaround. It really requires a fundamental shift in thinking. We need a new, centralized way to approach product creation itself. And at the absolute heart of this new approach is the product factory. The best way to think of it is as your master system, the single source of truth for every single product you offer. It's this dedicated layer for designing and launching products, for any line of business, you name it, and it is built from the ground up for one thing: speed. And here it is. This is the most crucial point, the real magic behind it all. We fundamentally decouple the creative process of designing a product from the heavy transactional work of your core systems. That separation, that decoupling, that is the key that unlocks everything we're about to talk about. So what does that decoupling actually get you? Well, the first huge benefit is the ability to design without coding. I mean, think about that. This is all about taking product innovation out of the exclusive hands of IT and putting it right where it belongs, with the business teams who live and breathe this stuff every single day. Just imagine your product manager is using simple, low-code tools and step-by-step wizards to build out new offers. They could dream up personalized pricing or a special promotion and launch it without writing a single line of code. This means you can test a new idea in the market, see if it has legs, and if not, pivot, all in a matter of moments, not months. It's a total game changer. What this does is transform that tangled, manual, often chaotic process into a super streamlined, automated workflow. Using a standard like BPMN, the whole thing becomes clear and repeatable. You create the product scheme, define its properties, set the financial rules, get approvals, and bam, publish it to all your channels. It's controlled, it's measurable, and most importantly, it's fast. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but I can't just rip and replace my core system. That's a multi-year, multi-million-dollar nightmare. And you're right. That's the real beauty of this whole approach. It is completely core-agnostic. It's designed to work with what you already have in place. I mean, just look at the before and after here. It's night and day. Before, your product's DNA is all tangled up inside those old legacy systems. But afterward, product design lives in this flexible, independent layer that just sits right on top of any core you have, talking to it through modern APIs. This is the architectural freedom you've been looking for. And the practical benefits here for a CIO are just immense. You can finally integrate with your whole IT landscape, even the really old stuff. You can pursue a smart, incremental modernization instead of a super risky big bang project. You get a central pool of products you can sell across different systems. And here's a big one. You actually reduce the non-transactional load on your critical core systems, which makes them more stable. And because all your products now live in one central place, creating awesome bundles becomes, well, honestly, it becomes simple. You can just grab a deposit product from one system, an internet banking service from another, a debit card from a third, and boom, you've combined them into a single, really attractive package for your customer. So, we've covered the architecture, we've covered the capabilities. Let's talk about what really matters, the results, the real tangible business outcomes. Let's talk about seriously accelerating your time to market. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This is a direct quote from a huge bank that put this exact solution in place. They went from start to finish, live, in under 3 months. And they saw a direct, measurable impact on customer activity and the bank's bottom line. That's the kind of speed we're talking about. And the performance is there to back it up. This system is built for enterprise scale. We're talking about handling 1,000 transactions per second for real-time calculations. It's a workhorse. And that speed isn't just about processing power. It's about deployment. Just like that case study showed, your time to value is less than 3 months. Not years, months. And when you put that performance and that speed together, what you get is, well, unlimited flexibility. It's the power to create a virtually infinite number of product configurations to meet any opportunity you see in the market. Now look, there are other solutions out there, of course. So it's a fair question to ask, what makes this approach, the DQ approach, really different? So let's just quickly break down the key advantages. Let's just compare them side by side. Where other systems often lock you into rigid, predefined data structures, this is all about flexibility. While others kind of struggle with product packages, this has full support and agreement management baked right in. And it's all built on a modern tech stack, Java, Angular, with no code integration. That's a world away from older systems that need custom coding for every single connection. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. If all those technological barriers just disappeared, if that innovation bottleneck was completely gone, what new products, what new services, what new bundles could your business teams dream up and launch? Not next year, not next quarter, but literally tomorrow. Think about that.